Beef Team here, back for another episode of Storytime, this time with the lovely Bagged Milk. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself again, just in case people missed the last episode?
Beef Boss is cutting out.
Yeah, so basically this episode is going to be me versus my horrible internet because I'm not currently at my dorm. So, Bagged Milk, if you're getting any of this, if you hear me cut out, just assume that my internet is garbage and go ahead and talk over top of me.
Ew.
Okay, but I'm going to let you do most of the talking. I believe that you wanted to tell the lovely people watching this video about Stranger Things.
Yes.
Well, take it away.
Hello. I am Bagged Milk. I will say that last episode we were talking about Lucifer. I did confirm that the actor that I was thinking of is going to be in a future episode that has not come out. That's what future implies.
Yes.
But,
yes.
we found that.
We did discover that groundbreaking news. But I, as a person who has not seen Stranger Things, and no, I don't mind spoilers. Tell me all about it. Convince me to watch the show.
You say you don't mind spoilers for Stranger Things?
No, I don't. I haven't seen the show. Go ahead.
Oh, because there's a huge one for season 4 that I don't want to really talk about. It's been out for, season 4 hasn't been out, but the spoiler for season 4 has been out for about a year. But I don't know if I want to say it in this video.
Okay. Well, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just saying, feel free to talk about whatever.
Cool. Alright, well, Stranger Things. I don't know where to start. There's just so much on my mind.
All this power and not knowing what to do with it.
Exactly.
Well, you've got the better part of 18 minutes, so, do with it what you will.
That's true. I will say, I feel like, while season 1 was pretty great, I feel like season 3 is the most hyped, that's everybody's favorite. But season 2, I feel like we forget about season 2 and how good that one was, because it was pretty great in its time. Yep. Season 1... just so Beef Boss understands, season 1 was where one of the main characters, Will Byers, disappears, and his friends, they all play D&D together. They have to find him, and so they spend most of that episode looking for him and trying to figure out what happened. And they figure out that there's this monster in another dimension that took him. And a girl who had opened the gate to the other dimension was able to help find him, but at the end of the episode, she disappears after having fought?
Yes, fought.
After having fought the monster. So, that's where they leave you at the end of season 1. Season 2 opens up with her love interest, one of the friends who was helping to find the other main character, who was found. Will Byers does get found.
Okay.
But the love interest of the girl who disappears is basically waiting. It's been a year. So I believe it starts in 1983. So it's 1984 now. And he is hoping and hoping. And then I believe eventually she shows up and they all basically just kind of freak out,
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and that's the one where the monster comes back in a bigger, scarier form and is making tunnels underground. And so that's the scene where Steve Harrington, who is a high schooler, all the main characters are middle schoolers, really comes out as Dad Steve. He basically is the babysitter throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
But some of the lines in season 2 are amazing.
Give me an example of a good line.
Ooh, the good line is a little PG-13, unfortunately.
That's understandable. I'm okay with
I'm sorry.
PG-13, but I'll leave that up to your judgment.
Yeah. But I don't want to give a whole rundown of the entire thing. I just want to give you an idea.
That's understandable. I can respect that.
But yeah, just all the 80s stuff. Like, wow.
Are you a big 80s fan?
Well, I wasn't, and then I had... Do you ever have that thing where you have a phase, and then you have a second version of the phase?
I don't really understand what you're talking about. You're gonna have to give me some more context here.
So, in 2017 or 2018, around there, I watched Stranger Things 1 and 2, and that was the first phase. And then I saw Stranger Things 3 when it came out in 2019, which was a really, really, really cool release because it happened on 4th of July. And so it was a whole 4th of July season, and it was amazing. Basically, I had my first phase where I watched the first 3 seasons. The second phase has happened in the past 4 months or so, when I rewatched the whole thing, except from season 3 backwards, so from 3 to 1.
Yeah.
And that's my second phase.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I didn't really care about the 80s stuff in the first phase, but now, all the 80s, oh my gosh.
Okay, real quick, I don't think this applies to you, but I really don't appreciate when kids born in 1999 like to pretend like they're 90s kids.
Yeah.
It's so... It just honestly is so annoying to me. It's like, you never were alive to experience the 90s. You're basically a 2000s kid. Like, get out of here.
That's true. I will say that I see a lot of memes from 90s kids saying, oh, 2000s kids will never understand. And it's all things that both 90s kids and 2000s kids have.
I know. It's like, what?
It's pretty funny when the 2000s kids show up and they're like, yeah, we actually had all of those things. And then the best part, in my opinion, is that the 90s kids, they don't defend themselves after that.
Yeah, they're just
Where are the 90s kids when the 2000s kids, tell them?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Although there's definitely a big difference between... Okay, so, I think that you have to be born, before 1995 to be considered a true 90s kid. But, the difference between kids born in 1996 on and then to, basically 2007 and up is just, what are you?
Yeah, I can agree with that. If you're born in 2007...
Are you even a person? Yeah, what is that?
Why? What? I don't get it.
I'm not going to name names, but there's going to be a certain person that watches this video that may or may not be a part of our Discord that is going to feel very attacked when they see this.
Yeah, I suspect you may be correct.
Absolutely no one. A certain someone crying because we're making fun of 2007 kids.
I'm sorry.
No, so I don't think that I don't know if you know about it or not, but obviously you know that I grew up in Astoria, but did you ever hear about the 2007 storm?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it.
The big one. It was, so I don't remember it being as big of a deal, but they had it was a full-blown state of emergency that got declared because of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was I think there might have actually been a tornado or something, but it was super windy, dangerously windy, horribly rainy. We were remodeling our house at that point, and the wind blew. No. Yeah, the wind blew a glass pane out of the house, out of the window, and it flew down the wall and almost hit me. So I probably would have died.
Yeah, that's the thing that scares me about windows. If there's a lot of wind and stuff at my house, I'll close the curtains just because I feel safer.
Yeah, no, because Yeah, I definitely almost got just killed by a window, which would have been such a way to go.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Oh, I almost forgot. Were you wanting to talk about Umbrella Academy?
Um, a little bit, possibly.
You can go you can do that now if you want.
I might keep it to Stranger Things. How much time do you think we have?
We got like 10 minutes.
How many?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Are you good if I keep it to Stranger Things? Because I don't really have a lot on my mind for Umbrella Academy.
Hey man, this is your video. You do you.
Alright. Well, season 3 of Stranger Things. Speechless.
Yeah. You speechless?
Speechless. So, you know how I was talking about the main characters and the girl and whatnot?
Yeah.
You probably know the girl is named 11.
You know what's better than 11?
12?
13.
12 teen?
Yeah, 13 is better than 11.
Oh, I didn't hear the third before the teen.
Well, it's my bad internet. You have to thank for that. Anyways, continue. Don't let my bad joke distract you.
Well, yeah, 11 is the main character. So she's trying to stop the monsters. I think I am going to discuss the spoiler that I've heard for season 4. Okay. I'm already getting chills.
Big spoiler warning.
Spoiler alert for season 4 of Stranger Things. So season 2, I believe, is... Yeah, season 2 is when 11 closes the gate to the other dimension, which is called the Upside Down. Season 3, she has to fight this giant monster. And by the end of season 3, she has lost her powers. She's able to do all these crazy things, just crazy stuff. Like, she fights the monster with her mind, basically. She can lift things off the ground. She can lock or unlock doors. Like, she can throw people. She loses all of her powers at the end. And apparently, there's theories out there. First off, there's a chance that it is possible. This is the huge spoiler that I'm going to say.
Okay.
It is sad. But a theory that I have heard is that 11 is either she is or is part of the monster that keeps on attacking the city town. It's a town that she lives in. So in order to kill the monster, apparently 11 is supposed to die in season 4.
Have you seen season 4?
No, it hasn't come out. They're still filming.
Oh, I thought it did come out. My bad.
Nope. Season 3 came out in 2019, and season 4 is supposed to come out a while back, but then coronavirus happened.
Ah, yes. So fun.
But
Not
I will
really.
say, yeah, personally, I'm glad that they've had to wait, which sounds awful, but hear me out. Personally, I'm glad that I was able to get into my second Stranger Things phase, so I could be fully prepared for when season 4 comes out.
That's fair. I think that's completely valid. I personally, I love to rewatch shows. Because I'm very boring. I don't like venture out and watch new shows a lot, so I'll just rewatch my old favorites. Currently, I'm rewatching The Blacklist, which, like, if you know anything about James Spader, you know that man can belt out a mean monologue.
Oh gosh.
So I love listening to him monologue. He just has a wonderful voice, and literally he could sell me a potato. Like, he could convince me that I needed to buy a potato in order to attain true happiness, and I'd do it. I'd buy that potato.
He could convince me to run as fast as humanly possible in the opposite direction as far as I could possibly go.
Yeah, what do you got against James Spader?
I mean, come on.
What do you mean, come on?
He is oh gosh. Okay, Robert California.
Okay, I love Robert California.
I
Oh my God,
don't get
you're
it.
so mad right now. You're so mad right now.
I just don't get it, man.
You're so mad. What do you...
Well, he could literally sell you dirt.
I mean...
He could sell me a ticket far away from him as humanly possible. I will go to Pluto for this.
Oh my God. This is remarkable to me.
I apologize, James Spader.
No, it's...
Please don't murder me.
He's not gonna kill you. What? I doubt he's ever gonna see this video.
Hey, you never know. I don't know.
I mean, we've got like 347 or 57 subscribers, so I mean, I guess we're getting pretty big.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider subscribing to the Beef Team. We make awesome content with lovely people like BaggedMilk and other fun faces like Meowing Pugs, Duke Beefington, Windows 98, Charlie Walker, and so many more. So subscribe, or I'll do something drastic.
Subscribe, or we're gonna send James Spader to your house.
What? That seems like either the best or worst thing that could happen to someone, depending on who you ask.
Yeah. I wonder.
I just want you to know that I forgive you for the James Spader hate.
Thank you. I forgive you for the James Spader love.
And this is why our friendship works, because even though I make you run away, even though I make you run away from conversations with my horrible jokes and general awkwardness, you still forgive me.
I will say I'm very glad that you appreciated that joke that I made 2 years ago about tetanus, even though I can't remember what it was.
Well, now I want to know what it was.
Well, that's the thing. I can't remember. I made a really lame joke about tetanus.
I mean, listen.
That sounds bad.
Like, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing the viewers have to understand. I have cerebral palsy. I've talked about it before on the channel. I love a good CP joke. Like, nothing makes me laugh more than, like, a well-timed he can't walk joke, as long as it's done in good taste. You know? Like, I don't know, I just, you know, because, like, I feel like if I was dying from something, like, I wouldn't want people to be sad about it all the time around me, because then it would just make me sad. Like, you know, it's like, I know that my situation's not great. Like, it's not a secret. Obviously, nobody wants to have a disability, but, like, it's easier to just make fun of it than it is to, like, be sad about it all the time.
That makes sense.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I will say, about myself, you know me.
Yeah.
One of my eyes, if you look at me straight on, you can tell very easily, one of my eyes does turn slightly inwards.
Yeah.
So I do look slightly cross-eyed. It's okay to ask questions, but, like, if you're a stranger, I don't really appreciate jokes.
Yeah.
Somebody commented something on one of my pages a while back, and I was like, you know, it's the kind of thing where if you're a stranger, I can't tell if you're joking if you're being mean.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, it's totally fine when I'm hanging out with friends, just because it's like, oh, whatever. But then there are sometimes when people will stop me in stores and be like, haha, and I'm just like, this is really weird.
Ew. That's disturbing.
It's like, I don't like this. Yeah, no, there's definitely, I think I've definitely talked about some of the more out there comments that people have made in previous videos, but there have definitely been some ones where I'm just like, this doesn't seem like something you should say to someone in public.
Thanks, guys.
but I'm loosely paying attention to the clock, and I think we hit the 20-minute mark. So.
All right. I do
think...
have one more Stranger Things theory that I could mention.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Just as we're closing up here.
Yeah, we have just one more theory. It's my favorite theory, but unfortunately, I don't think that it is true unless the Duffers are pulling a fast one on all of the actors. In Stranger Things, there's a character named Susie, who is one of the D&D guys' girlfriend.
Yeah.
And at one point, they need to know a special equation in order to infiltrate the Russian base that they have to fight.
Okay.
And basically, she takes forever to give them the equation that they need. And what happens is that one of the main characters basically supposedly dies because of how long she took.
Okay.
Because the Russians were able to get to him.
Okay.
And so the theory is that she is secretly working for the Russians.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, the actor who plays the boyfriend of her basically discounts that theory and says it's not true. But it is one of my favorite theories because it would make a lot of sense if she was working for the Russians.
I mean, as a person who's not seen Stranger Things and is lacking almost all context, I'm hopelessly confused, but it does sound interesting.
Yes.
But I think
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's totally okay. But I think we are reaching the end of the episode, so I'm going to go ahead and do the outro here. If you do enjoy Bagged Milk, and especially if you enjoyed this episode, please go down below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next video for Bagged Milk's final of 3 episodes in this Bagged Milk themed week. See you guys next time.